Hello, this is Michael Robbins from Gimbal Logic, makers of Gimbal Barcode, with a brief demonstration of scanning assets to inventory locations. So I have an asset object. Currently this is the standard asset object, but it could be a custom object instead. And this standard asset object has a serial number, and we've also placed on it a lookup to another object called inventory location. It could be a warehouse, it could be a shelf in a warehouse. It could be a mobile warehouse like a truck. So we've got this list of assets, this custom object that is assets, and for my own purposes for this demonstration, I printed myself out the barcodes for these assets. I'm going to scan these barcodes as part of this demonstration. We also have a list of inventory locations. Each of the inventory locations has a barcode value, and I'm going to print out the barcodes for the locations as well to use in my demonstration. To get things started, we'll take a look at a declarative report that I've created, an asset location matrix. We see a list of assets down the side. They're grouped by product. These are 3 different products. And we see a column for each warehouse. And we see that these 3 assets are located in warehouse number 1. These 3 assets are located in warehouse number 2. And the remainder, these guys are all in warehouse number 1. I'm going to go over to my scanning page. And first I'm going to scan location, in this case warehouse number 2. And I'm going to move these 3 assets from warehouse number 1 to warehouse number 2 by scanning barcodes. So the first thing I need to do is scan warehouse number 2, which is the inventory location that I'm sending things to. And I see my list of assets that are currently in warehouse number 2, which is GC 1020.1, 1020.2, and 1020.3. Now I'm going to scan these 3 barcodes in order to move these items from warehouse number 1 to warehouse number 2. And here we go. So there are those 3 barcode scans. We see that they got registered correctly, and if I refresh my declarative report, I'll see that those 3 items have now moved over to warehouse number 2. Now the same thing can be done with the mobile environment. I'm going to choose here on the right hand side, this is Salesforce 1. This is my mobile device that's being projected into this demonstration. I'm going to scan assets to location, and now I'm going to move those same 3 items over to warehouse number 3. So I'm going to first scan warehouse number 3, and then I'm going to scan those 3 asset barcodes. And when I refresh my report, I'll see that those 3 assets have moved over to warehouse number 3. So that concludes this basic demonstration of scanning assets to inventory locations using Gimbal Barcode in Salesforce.